Welcome to this application. My name is Mark Lemurt, CS, admission CS 2025 CS 162641, and I had a capstone project whereby I I majored on the water identification app purposely because the region that I'm coming from, in most cases, the livestock keepers, which are the nomads, because the Maasai land mostly experiences drought seasons at a very high rate. So I decided to come up with an application, water identification app, that will be able to tell the community or to guide them on allocating water sources, especially in times of drought, for the purposes of their livestock and for domestic use. And I was able to come up with two objectives. One, to be able to enable the community to identify water catchment areas within the Narok County section or region, and number two, to help them to identify, or the users of the system to identify, how far the water catchment areas or water point are from them, from where they are located. So without much ado, we are going to begin by looking at our source code, that is from the mainframe activity, main activity, I mean, .kt. We are going to see that I have used composables, that is Jetpack composables. You can see the import, and under the import you can see the Jetpack composables that I'm able to use. This is this. I use mainframe activity as the entry point of the application, instead of using the multiple activities. I leverage Jetpack Compose to manage the UI state, and I implemented a simple navigation system using Kotlin remember, that is, and the mutable state of variable to switch between the login screen, the register, and the dashboard screens. This makes the app lightweight, and also it will be able to provide a smooth transition without the overhead of traditional intent-based navigation. So that is the purpose of the mainframe. We have seen that it contains the remember and the mutable state of variables that will facilitate, or that will enable the switching on between the login screen, the registration, and the dashboard screen. Then on the user.kt, this is whereby this class or this screen defines the schema or the structure for the users table in my local database. And by using the art entity table name equals to users, I am mapping this Kotlin data class directly to a database table. Then I included the primary key there, auto-generate with auto-generate equals to true, to ensure every user has a unique identifier. And I store essential fields like email, the email, the username, and also their password for authentication. Then we look on the user.dao.kt, that is the data access object. This one is an interface that defines how the application interacts with the user table. I use suspend function. I use suspending function here purposely to ensure that the database operations are performed on the background thread instead of using background thread using Kotlin. This one will help to prevent the UI from freezing during login or registration of the registration of the users. So this one also, in addition, will abstract the SQL into clean Kotlin, like insert, we can see here, and the get user by email, this one. So without much ado, we look on the water source DAO. This one is also similar to the user DAO.kt. This screen will handle water source data. However, forget all water sources. This one, I returned a flow list water source. This allows the UI to observe the database whenever new water source is added. Like when I click the sample data button, the dashboard updates automatically without the user having to refresh the screen. So we shift to the dashboard. This is whereby on the dashboard we have seen that here we have included a lot of buttons, the login screen, the catchment areas, the contact us, the about us. Here it links the application with the database by facilitating all those functionalities. And on the part of the database here, I decided to, this is the main database configuration file, this one, which I implemented in companion object to ensure that only one instance of database exists at any time. These are great best practice. This one will prevent the memory leaks and resource conflict. So here on the app database, it is to make the application more lively and to also to enhance the permanent storage of data when the user enters or when during the registration of users or signing up. So here also we move to the authentication model. This one is whereby you will be able to see this is, it shows the registration, the registration part and the login part of the screen. So I think it is good for us to continue. Let us launch this application to see actually how it does things, and let us try to run and allow the application to sync so that we can be able to see the changes, the app running on the screen. So we are going to launch our application. I am going to connect the phone is connected here. So allow me to connect the phone on with a laptop so that I can be able to run it here. You can see this is my phone. This is my phone. Then I can be able to run it here so that we can be able to see the app launching. So you can see the application is being launched, and it has successfully finished installing. So here we are going to input, we are going to register the user. It is prompting us to enter the username. Let us assume maybe we are entering the detail of Samson. Then email, let's say Samson Kioko at gmail.com. Then the password Samson at 2026, and we register. You can see it says registration successful. Please log in. Then we go back to the login screen. Then we enter Samson Kioko at gmail.com. Then Samson at 2026 as the password. So we log into our screen. This is the dashboard of my application. Then there on the water catchment, on the narrow catchment areas, we have got several kind of catchment. That is, we have the Mara River Basin, which the size of it is 13,544 kilometers square. The rivers that surround there are the Mara, Nyangores, Amala. The communities within that area are the Narok West, Masai Mara region. So we have also the Mau Forest catchment, which is 400,000 hectares, and the rivers that flow from that very catchment place are the Nkare Narok, Wasonyiro, Sontumiu, and the communities that live there are the Masai also. The Masai that lives there will be able to access water within the very possible catchment areas within that region. So we shift to see from where we are located to the distance of this water from from where we are located. The approximate distance to Nkare Narok River, this is 2.5 kilometer, Wasonyiro 15 kilometer, and etc. Then on About Us, we have a mission, and the mission is to provide a reliable and real-time information about water availability within Narok County to ensure the community can access clean water efficiently. We also have what we do. We monitor and we map major water catchment areas, including rivers like Wasonyiro and community boreholes, dams and springs across Narok Town, Suswa, and surrounding areas. Our goal, also you can see there. Then on the conductors sector, you can see that we have the email for Narok Water Services at gmail.com, the phone number. So in case maybe one of the users or any of the users will require to contact us, they can reach us through the email or the phone number. If in case there are things they want to comment, they can write their email to us, and they can message us there. And that is all about this application, and I'm glad to present this. Thank you so much.